know, I guess you start thinking you're not going to get another one. You know, you're willing to put up with anything. At least I was.
It's like you forget details about the bad times, but you remember details about the good times. And I mean, it's a struggle because it's like one minute you're like, I want out of this, and I'm gonna get out of this no matter what it takes. But then the next minute you're like, oh, I don't want to, and then you go back, and it's like it's off and on, off and on. Then as it starts to escalate and get worse, you kind of felt like you'll never find anybody else, or that if you do, they're gonna all be that way.
But when you sit there and forgive, they're gonna start taking advantage of you and stop respecting you.
I was just depressed, and my grades had dropped. I had made all A's. You don't want to shower in the morning. You don't want to get up and shower. You just get up, put clothes on, go to school. If you're mentally abused, then that can shoot you down just as much as a fist could.
Like the first couple of weeks, if you told her something that she didn't like, she would like break down.
I called you 6 times.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, I got no message.
I called your mom. She didn't know where you were. I called your friends. They didn't know where you were.
Oh, friends?
Yes. I called you.
And I was like, well, this is a weak one, so I can tell her whatever I want to and she'll do it. And that's what made me feel like I could tell her to do anything, like where she can go and who she can talk to, and told her like, well, I don't like that shirt, so don't wear it. So she picked another shirt. She was crying because I was doing all this stuff. At the time, it made me feel good. I just liked the power, the control. When I was thinking about it, I was like, man, I'm a punk. I can't believe I did all that stuff to her. And she was nice to me.
I had a party like a week ago or whatever, and he was there, and he was like with his friends, and I was like, come over here now, and all this other stuff, and he'll come. So I was like, then when I went home, I was like, nah, that's not how I'm supposed to act, you know? Where I feel myself being kind of controlling, but I try to stop myself.
Yeah, you can't change them, which is what I had always told myself. I was like, oh, he'll change, he cares about me, he's gonna change. They're not gonna change themselves unless they wanna change themselves. When I was in school, I didn't know any of the signs of controlling or abusive relationships until I had gotten in one and I went to counseling, and then I learned, and now I see it all the time.
It just happened in health class one day. We were watching, we got on the topic of abuse, and we were watching a video, and that's when it clicked. And the way that relationship was exactly the way that mine and my boyfriend was. If your boyfriend starts telling you that it's not important to hang out with your family anymore and that it's more important to hang out with him, that's the biggest warning sign ever.
You know, I kind of felt bad about myself. I started wondering, you know, what kind of a person am I? What do I want out of life? You know, is this how I want to be treated the rest of my life? The answer is no. You know, I want respect. I want to be able to give someone respect, and I want respect back.
Just ways that, you know, he would talk to me. I wouldn't even let my own father talk to me like that. I mean, he was putting me down more than I'd ever been put down in my life. And so it was just like, you know, you don't realize it until you step back from it and take some time and look at it.
There was this one guy that tried talking to me. I was on the computer.
Just working on some schoolwork that needs to get done.
Oh, you know, maybe if you gave me your phone number, I wouldn't be so distracting.
He got mad at me just because I told him to leave me alone, so he just started cursing me out.
It's just a phone number. Why can't you just give it to me?
Okay, if it's just a phone number, why is it such a big deal?
Yeah, it's just a stupid computer. Whoops, wow. Yeah, see ya.
I felt like, what's going on? You know, I don't even know you. I just told the principal, and she dealt with it, and she took care of it.
Like, the first time you even see them be abusive, or like they're gonna hit you, or they get loud and they don't know how to control it, then that's when you should leave a person.
I don't think you should waste any time when you even have a little bit of a feeling that it's gonna get abusive. Just either get away and just break up with them. I mean, don't talk to them. And if it gets to the point where they're not leaving you alone, then take it to somebody. Take it to your parents. Take it to the police. Do something. I mean, it's like you don't ever have to be abused by anyone.
Ask a family, ask a friend, ask anyone. The important thing is that you're not dealing with it yourself, that you're trying to talk with someone and work it through, because you're not going to deal with it alone. You shouldn't have to.
I just did it cold turkey. I broke it off, didn't answer the calls, changed my number, everything. And I salute anybody who can do that.
Get your stuff back on your feet, and then when you realize that you're ready for a relationship again, get to know that person and know that he won't make the mistakes or she won't make the mistakes that your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend did.
Think about before you start yelling and throwing things. You can always sit down and think about stuff. I mean, you could talk it out. There's a moment right before you hit someone that you could stop. You could say, wait a minute, this is not right.
Basically, you gotta give respect to get respect. Doing what you're doing to your partner, it's just gonna make your partner feel bad, and you wanna see your partner be happy.